A market pump is never the same unless XRP is absolutely on the move, and we're going to be talking about why. Why has XRP started to move? What does the rest of this week look like? And a secret, it's pretty bullish, and more importantly, the wider macro things going on with XRP in relation to US jobs, and more importantly, that Ripple SEC settlement coming very soon as well. So lots to talk about in this XRP update. All you guys need to do, smash up that subscribe button and hit the like button if you are bullish on XRP. With that being said, let's dive into this video. So many of you may be aware of, I guess, a lot of discussions that was happening pre the Trump inauguration and pre the Trump election, certainly around cryptocurrency companies and how that sits for the US market. Well, interestingly enough, Brad Garlinghouse revealed that over 75% of its open job positions are now in the US. This is a complete shift. We saw Coinbase, we saw many other companies threatening to leave the US under that regulatory enforcement from the SEC, in particular from Gary Gensler. But the fact that we now see that Ripple are pivoting and keeping a number of its jobs, and bear in mind, I still think Brad Garlinghouse has had some interaction with Donald Trump. We know he donated, obviously, to his inauguration, but I absolutely believe, therefore, that there is going to be some benefit to having a substantial amount of your workforce based in the US. Trump's already said about making it in America. He's already talked about the cryptocurrency markets and obviously innovation being born out of the US. So I think, once again, Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse are absolutely pivoting to make sure they're in prime situation. It says here, look, the altcoin is up 15% in a week, with its rally today coming after Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse revealed that 75% of its open job positions are in the US following a 4-year period of which most hires were outside of America. And I think this is a key thing to think about. Ripple is focusing on US jobs. We know that that's going to boost the economy. And actually, this could be a really big catalyst, as cryptocurrency could be the absolute way of managing the debt in the US, but more importantly, bringing economic growth to the country itself. This could be a big deal. Brad Garlinghouse here, quote, 2025 is here and the Trump bull market is real. For Ripple, this is even more personal after Gensler's SEC effectively froze our business opportunities here at home for years. The optimism is obvious and very deserved. I think this is absolutely one of those moments where, do you know what, Brad, XRP, the Ripple team and Stuart Aldertree are really going to go for this. And I think you're going to see a massive adoption change in the US. Lots of people then obviously fall into the category that the SEC settlement could come as soon as April. And this is coming from Jeremy Hogan, suggesting that this could be done in April or May. But ultimately, the SEC leadership is about to change January 20th. Everybody is going to be watching with bated breath as to exactly what happens. Jeremy Hogan giving his view, saying the Ripple penalty of $125 million is on hold due to ongoing appeals. The pro-XRP lawyer suggests a potential settlement for the Ripple versus SEC case by April-May. Both Ripple and the SEC have appealed the court split decision, drawing widespread attention. And I think this is where we're going to certainly see how this plays out. I've been really open in terms of what I believe, which is I think it gets thrown out. I know many of you in the comments for the last video were like, 2-bit, that's not going to happen. You don't know what you're talking about. Look, I can only give you my view. And what I would say, by the way, is we've pretty much called every outcome so far in this litigation case. Very interesting to think as well. But don't forget, former SEC attorney Mark Fagel said that the SEC new administration might drop the appeal, potentially leading to a settlement based on the original ruling. This could obviously be big news for everyone holding and, more importantly, the wider bull market indeed. Now, this is why people are starting to talk once again about explosive moves. Particularly, we saw it today, Bitcoin rallying to 102,000, but XRP boosting a big market capitalization of 136 billion with that 24-hour trading volume of around 3.8 billion. And this is obviously good news. So what do we got from a technical standpoint? Well, the 4-hour chart showing strengthening bullish momentum as the recent spike distributed a pattern of a lower high observed earlier. Support remains firm, though, at $2.38. Today's upward move suggests the potential retest of a $2.50 resistance. Notably, trading volume surged during this spike. One thing to note here, and just exactly where this sits, this is actually those liquidations on futures for XRP, and you can see how this is kind of playing out over the coming week. And I think this is a very interesting chart to look at. You see where we came down and grabbed this lower liquidity, but we didn't push any lower. This was obviously earlier on in today's market. And you can see then how this rallied up. This is looking forward into kind of today and where that all positions out. Furthermore, where these kind of movements come. Now, I actually think we could see this move up to retest this 250 like we talked about. Around $3.57 million of potential short liquidations would come in at this point. We did wick back up to this back on the 4th of January when the market had that little bit of a relief rally as well. But altcoins yet to move, so keep an eye on this. I actually could see Ripple pushing for a 250, 260 retest over the course of the next 2 to 3 days as the market gets more bullish on that Trump inauguration. So let's take a look at the actual price right here, right now. We'll look at this candle on Bitcoin forming perfectly from where we drew this box of price support. Likewise, XRP looking considerably bullish as well. And we've been talking about this kind of trading flag, this bull flag that we've got with a potential breakout coming very, very soon. You can see a lot of the exponential moving averages are ticking to the upside on the daily. We talked obviously about that 4-hour candle where we can start to see a little bit more momentum building and a little bit more interest starting to come together on this, again, this candle. And once again, supported by that 20-day exponential moving average. So in my opinion right now, XRP is poised for a move, but I think a retest of 250, 260, keep your eyes peeled. A break above both of those could even see us retesting $3 in the coming few months, particularly if that April-May deadline for the SEC comes to fruition. But let me know what you guys think. What's your price prediction? Are you bullish on XRP? Drop it down in the comments. As always, I appreciate so many of them. And as always, hit that like and subscribe button to keep up to date with all the latest and greatest in XRP. And if you're looking for a great project, check out Marbits in the description. We just did our first sponsored event at the weekend. Super bullish. Highly recommend checking out that. Come and join our Telegram, ask away, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next video. Take care.